How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman fist, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. I messed up one of those lyrics. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve and Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So I do have a little bit of news to go over as I get into the video. I just got back from a little mini vacation in Atlantic City. I might be moving there for a short while anyway. I might be going there just for a couple months, just until my girlfriend can figure out exactly where she's moving before I can move in. So you might see a change of background finally. I might be going in Aria Realty. Yeah, I might be going there. Thanks to Aria Realty who brought me there. So it's a good time, and show me that also. A lot of people are really bad at poker, and not that it would really cost me too much to go there. If I needed to work, I could go and I'd play blackjack or I'd play poker and make that money back. But that being said, you might just see a change of background, and that won't really affect anything with me buying more Omi. Like I said, Aria Realty helped me buy another million Omi today, so I'm up to 33 million Omi. So despite that, not really a clickbaity headline, I do believe that Veve will lose market share in the NFT space, but I also think that's still a good thing. All right, so why do I think they're going to lose market space? Well, as the NFT space starts to blow up and expand, let's say for all intents and purposes right now that Veve has 90% market share. I'm not sure of the numbers, but let's say they do 90% right now. And let's say the market share for NFTs is $100 billion. Again, just for instance. Again, I'm not sure of the real numbers, but okay. So 90% of, let's say $1 billion. 90% of $1 billion, okay, so it's $900 million. That is a lot of market share. Let's say if the NFT space doubles over the next couple of years, and now suddenly the whole entire market is not worth $1 billion, it's worth, $2 billion. And Veve loses market share. And let's say they don't have 90% market share anymore, they have 75% market share. Well, 75% market share of about 2 billion, that is $1.5 billion in market cap in that NFT space that they're getting, as opposed to 90% at 1 billion is only 900 million. So they're ahead by 600 million, if again, using those numbers. And that's why I think that's a good thing that they're losing market share, because that means there's competition coming. You want to have other options out there. One, because it makes Veve look so much better, and two, just because it helps drive innovation. It helps keep Veve on their toes. Are they light years ahead of everyone else? Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, you're looking at the fact that, again, you get like Ronda Rousey, who was the best for a long time, got a little cocky, got a little lazy, and then when a boxer finally came in and just wrecked her stuff. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's very humbling. Maybe I can't just sit on silence. Maybe I can't just coast for a little while. Maybe I need to go and continue working. Again, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Alcon, they're all working hard. And just so we're looking, I'm going to read that tweet again from Gary Vaynerchuk saying, Veve seems cool, and the guys behind it are awesome. I just haven't played with it yet, and I never talk about things I haven't tried or done deep homework, etc. I have beef with no one. And that is coming from the question. Actually, I'm just going to go to it and just read you guys the whole Twitter thread. I'm so glad that I have a tablet now to be able to go do this on and be able to go read to you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So this response came from it was actually an Omi person. It was Johnny Dunn, who's got the little O ring, says, been a fan of for years. Appreciate you, Gary V. All the free game you have given out. Not only has it helped me, it's helped thousands of kids and adults in the world see things from a different perspective, and sometimes that's all it takes. Now get yourself a Superman. And in conjunction, leading up to Gary V's response, your fave password, your fave P word, says he has Veve NFTs for sure. Collector says, I'm just surprised he never brings it up. He always used to say, once Batman and Marvel, etc. get into the NFT world, real things are about to sizzle up. And after the mergers with Veve, he's been really quiet about it. In his podcast, he talks a lot about NFTs in general, but never brings up Veve. Now, Fave Password responds and says he has his own NFT platform, which he does. So mentioning a major competitor is like giving your fan base away, everyone he can compete with. Now, a retort to that by the collector says, I see your point, but he does not care about that. He talks about other NFT platforms such as CryptoPunks, OpenSea, Nifty, plus many more we've all heard him mention. Doesn't feel right as that they would have beef or anything. How do you not mention Veve when talk about Marvel, Batman, etc.? And that's when his reply came in about that. So, trying to be conspiracy theorists for a minute. Let's put our conspiracy caps on. Gary Vaynerchuk, do you think he's in? Do I think I low key, because again they had tagged him in something, or when he was talking about the NFT space, you see Akomi gave those eyes, like those eyes that are looking sideways about it, and no partnership had announced it. I think Gary Vee actually even responded, it's like no, nothing as of yet, because again he knows these guys apparently, or at least along the line saying they seem cool and the guys behind it are awesome. I don't know how deep their relationship goes. I don't know if they just know of each other or if they have had talks in the past. I'm guessing they might have had talks in the past. This is just pure speculation here. But either way, he's right. He said before that 98% of NFTs will have no value in the future, and I believe he's absolutely right. Why? Because people are making NFTs of this shirt. Well, actually, this shirt would be pretty cool as an NFT. But you know what I mean. They're making NFTs of everything. And what are ones that are going to be real? The ones that are going to be real, the ones that are going to stick, are the ones that are actual NFTs and that got legit licenses from the actual companies. That is just my opinion. So I do have a $5 super chat here from Wes saying, anyone with half a brain knows where Veve is going. That is why I have 33 million OMI right now. That is why I will get more next week. I do have to make some transfers as far as banking goes to be able to go and try to get some more next week. But actually, if somebody wants, if I get $10 in super chats, I'll buy another million OMI right now here on chat. I'll show you guys. I'll message Aria Realty for his Coinbase, and then we'll go from there. I'll just say send me Coinbase right now, just as a prepared. See, but I'm going to get to the comments right now. Wes says OMI to the moon. Earth to Aria Realty. I've been waiting for this video. Yes, Aria Realty just finished dropping me off. It was honestly like I literally just got home. Like I got home, I went to the bathroom, I took my shoes off, I went to the shower. I saw that tweet from Gary Vee, and I was like, "Oh my god! All right, so I have to go live. I have to talk about this." Again, this is something where I believe I would not. Somebody mentioned the other day, is like if you really believe into this, like you would put more into it. Like I put $100,000 into it. How much more do you want me to go? I was again like that with Aria Realty. We were live streaming the other day. Jay Poppin, what's going on? Jay Poppin says, "Have you seen The Witcher Season 2 trailer? Presuming you'd be into that." I do love Henry Cavill, and I do love video games. I haven't really played The Witcher, and I have not seen the trailer, although I have seen most of, I don't want to say the first, a lot of the cool action sequences from the first season. I thought that was pretty cool. Ethan Youngberg says, dude, Texas Hold'em all the way. Yeah, so Texas Hold'em and Blackjack. We did as long as I stay away from roulette, craps, and the slot machines, I'm good. As long as I stay away from those, I'm good. Roulette, we did Raythax the other day. He gave me a $20 super chat just to put 20 down on 11 black. I threw down 20 on 11 black. I threw 5 down on I think 17 black, and then we let it roll, and then it came up 33 black. So I did do that. Aria Realty has my witness. We did do that for him. It did not come up. But yeah, Texas Hold'em is great. A lot of fun. And honestly, some of these guys, like, you do not have to be great to go down. Just play conservatively, and you'll see the people across the table. They are betting far more than they should on like middle pair. They're calling when they have nothing. They have like queen high. They have like a pair of sevens when a queen and a king and a 10 on the board. Like, oh my god! Like there is no reason why some of these people, like, this is robbery. Like, I honestly felt bad taking money from some of those. I was like, sorry. On one of the times I said, I'm sorry, and someone was like, no, you're not. I was like, I really am. I really was. That should not. I mean, I'm glad it's legal, but yeah, that's. Woof. Anyway, Choo Choo, what's going on? OVR Land says, let's go. Let's get that spread, OVR Land. Let's get that spread. Dr. Professor Kaminsky says, what do you think about Shiba Inu? I don't like meme coins. That being said, I haven't looked too much into it, but meme coins are not something I think have any value. Unless it's something that you can stake with, you can make NFTs with, or proof of work or proof of stake, whatever it is, I would not get into any of those. I haven't even gotten into Doge. Thank you guys for 10 likes, that means the world. I haven't got into Doge, Shiba Inu, Beeb, Elon Doge, Baby Doge. I haven't gotten any of them. I think those hit like 20 cents the other day, or yesterday. Present Ty Anderson says, "Good day, everyone. I have a few frozen ice plots. Can we harvest H2O resources on tiles? It's frozen. We need energy to melt H2O." So, Present Ty Anderson, I think as far as Earth 2 goes, as long as you ask the question, is that the jewels are going to be random where we get them, but the actual resources will depend on the biome that we're in. Like I said, it's pretty random that we're getting sand tiles in Antarctica and freshwater tiles in Afghanistan. But freshwater diamonds or those jewels. But the actual resources will probably be fitting towards that biome when we do get them. I will let y'all know about that when I get them. Roby1 Kenobi says, "Oh, what up?" And Wes, thank you for that $4.99 super chat saying anyone with half a brain knows where Veve is going. Agreed. Same here. That is why I am putting it to this is stupid cheap. Like again, if I'm talking to myself, if I'm talking to my girlfriend and I say, "Hey, Danielle, listen, you can go and buy this here at," I don't even know what the heck the price is right now. Let's see what we got. Coin ranking, and we are at 0.00318. And I'll be like, "Okay, Danielle, at 0.00318, you could buy $10,000 of this right now, and tomorrow it could go to 0.00159, and you could literally get that $10,000 now worth $5,000. But in the short term, I don't care. In the short term, I don't where it goes. If it goes down, great. I'll buy a lot more." So what I'm doing actually now, because Aria Realty has messaged me his Coinbase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that Coinbase address. I'm going to put it into my Coinbase. Send him how much? All right, so let's say an extra $3,500 would be good. That should cover, get me another million OMI. Because again, I can't do it in New York. I can't buy OMI. Whatever Bitforex does not work in New York. New York is just not crypto friendly at all. But I will do that as soon as it starts to load. It's not okay. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna send, and again, just to Aria Realty because he's the one that helps me with this, and he does take. I do give him that $10 for each transaction that does for me because I am paying for his time. So just letting you guys know, that's where it is. It's going right there. $3,400, and now I have to type in that not referral code. Send me a 7-digit code. All right, there we go. 1. So you heard it here first. 9080. Okay. Submitting, and it was successful. Okay, so there's another million OMI. So now I would have, once that goes through later tonight, 34 million OMI, which is actually my goal, because when it does hit $3, that would make me 100 millionaire. Again, I don't expect it to hit $3 until the end of the decade, like December, Q4 of 2030, long way away. And again, that's just my own estimation, just assuming that it'll be 20 cents by the end of next year, and it'll grow by 50% each year after that until it reaches $1 by the end of 2026, and then might just grow an extra dollar, each year after that. Again, just my opinion. Bill Scott says, "Did you check out Meta Material Inc.? Rumor about a possible Tesla partnership or acquisition." I have not, Bill Scott, but again, I do. Even though I sold my Tesla stock mostly for OMI, but I sold it. I still keep up with a lot of Tesla because again, that's when I do get a lot of money, and it's like, okay, well, I should diversify a little more instead of having this much in OMI. I will go and potentially buy Tesla back because that's one of the best investments that I've ever made. Made so much money with that, and again, it's great for the future. I still think it's undervalued. I only sold that, my prized Pokemon card, and other things just for OMI because right now, over the next couple of years, that has the potential to grow more than anything, more than anyone. I think Bitcoin has the potential to triple by the end of this year. Well over $100,000. That's just my opinion, but OMI definitely a lot more. Bill Scott also said, "Did you check out Metamaterial?" Oh, it was the same thing. Sorry. Megatron, you heard, says, "Yeah, Randy, I've been waiting to tell you I'm on the E2 leaderboards. US number 37, you did it! You did it, Megatron! Oh, dude, good for you, man. I'm very, very proud of you." Ooh. I'm proud. Good for you, mate. Grandmaster Mawile says, "Texas Hold'em?" Heck yeah, Texas Hold'em. Grandmaster Mawile says, "I beat all my friends in Texas Hold'em because I played conservative. I was amazed by how easy it is." Yeah, a lot of people, especially people that are bad, it's just wait for the mistakes. And you could tell, like, okay, well, this guy doesn't go in unless he has a monster. So I'm not going to go in when he, if I have even an okay hand, probably not going to go in. Or if the guy next to you, like, he was on something yesterday. He was, again, I don't want to talk bad about, maybe he was just whatever, but you could tell that people are just like, they're just splashing the pot. They're going whatever, calling with like 7 hot. It's like, oh my God. So even if you don't have that great a hand, just go in and just take it with like a pair of jacks and just take the whole thing. If you have top pair, you pretty much won against a bunch of these guys. Yeah. That being said, this guy that had gone in with like queen high or a pair of 7s before, he did the same thing when he happened to have trip aces, and I was like, oh well, I messed that up. I literally thought he had nothing, but he was doing the same thing. So he did get me there. I got, but outside of that, I was up a lot on the hold'em and technically on the blackjack, but I didn't really play blackjack this week, and a lot of it was just hold'em, slots, craps, all that jazz. The slots things are so addictive, and I might even make a video on this about how addictive both Earth 2 and Veve are, because you just when that drop came out the other day, for the ghost trap, I was checking the price on stream literally like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. I was checking the price consistently throughout the day. When Earth 2 dropped those jewels, checking consistently. Did I get them? Did I get them? When they're going to drop resources, did I get them? Yeah, they're absolutely insane. Ramos says only at 50 cents by end of next year. Grandmaster Well, that is a little high in my opinion, but I think that will get there eventually. End of next year. Again, my thing is just 20 cents by the end of next year. Just my opinion. With mass adoption, could it go higher? Could I be wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Could it? 50 cents is that's so much. That is a lot more than 100x by the end of next year. I don't know if you guys realize how much money that is. But not even just that. Like, how much money has to be put in? How many people have to buy and hold? Again, that's classic investing, buying and holding. But some people think, all right, well, let's say they 20x their money. Okay, that's good. Take it out or take off their initial principal, whatever, and let the rest ride. It's just hard to get there because you do have peaks and valleys. So growing that again, and you don't want it to shoot like this. You want it to go like this, and then like this, and then like this. And like you want some cooling off days. You want some cooling off periods. That's where it settles and consolidates and then goes back up. You see the wedges come in. That type of deal. As it starts to trade like a stock. It's a crypto. Present Anderson says, I was only pointing towards resources and .jewel. Do you think we will harvest water on frozen water tiles? Well, considering there's no resources for ice, probably. Just my opinion. Caden Reap says, Randy, does it concern you that the NFTs have gone down 80% in the past few weeks? This is from Google search results. That NFTs have gone 80... NFT searches? Like people searching for the term NFT? Or because the amount of NFTs that are bought and sold each day actually increase as time goes on, just because more are made, and so that would make sense. But maybe people aren't. Again, it's like when a movie comes out or a documentary comes out, the searches spike, and okay, well, if you take the data from when the searches are spiking, at the top, to a few weeks later when they're not spiking anymore, oh, it dropped 98%. It's like, okay, yes, but what was it before the spike? So. I'm not concerned with that at all. Again, I believe NFTs are the future. If you don't believe NFTs are the future, and if you think like, hey, this is just a fad, this is like a .com bubble where all these other websites, companies that had websites most of them are going to crash. Although I think there's some truth to that. I think a lot of these, and this is like the .com bubble where a lot of those companies that were pumped up real big are going to go crash. But in that .com bubble, you still have eBay, you still have Google, you still have Amazon, you still have all of these amazing companies. Okay, well, what is Veve? Like, Veve is literally like in FANG. Like, what is FANG? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. Veve is that, again, nobody comes close. If there is any NFT company that is going to make it, it is going to be Veve. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, just my opinion. But yeah, that is exactly what I believe. Just because you have with so many licenses that everybody else, all these other people want to try to get these NFT licenses, and they can't. They can't because one, they don't have the clout, they don't have the money, they don't have the funding, they don't have the name. Again, you have Al Khan, you have David New, you have all of these people. Oh my God, yeah, stupid undervalued. But that being said, if this is contingent on NFTs being a thing, and if NFTs, if you think that they're going to continue to grow and they will have their, again, my thing is that this is Internet 2.0, this type of virtual reality, virtual real estate, and NFTs, virtual art. This is progression. Like all right, what is, let's say like Star Wars Type 3 civilization has the power of a star. Star Trek is Type 2 civilization. Okay, what is Earth? Earth right now, humanity is not even a Type 1 or Type 0 civilization. Type 1 is having like a universal telephone system, which you would consider the internet, or maybe a universal, one source of money, which kind of was the U.S. dollar. Now it's going to be moving to Bitcoin. I think Paraguay or Uruguay are going to be announcing that as well soon, as much as many other countries. And okay, well, you have virtual art. So all of these things online, the world is not going to move backwards. This is the progression of technology, just in my opinion. But if you think that it's not going to be a thing, then by all means, don't invest in any NFTs. And if you think that NFTs aren't going to be a thing, then it's just logically the next step. Okay, well, you have your digital currency. Now, what can that digital currency buy? Well, it makes sense to buy things on the internet or things that you could swap on different platforms. Like Cardano would not be putting in smart contracts onto that coin if it wasn't going to be something that was going to be utilized by a lot of people. That should be happening soon. Like I said, very bullish on Cardano and all the other things. I'm not buying them right now just because I'm buying OMI. Again, just giving you insight into my head. Andorham Ashmar says, Randy, my man, how you been? I'm doing all right. I had a great day yesterday. Today I am actually going to watch that Black Widow movie. I don't know if I'm going to watch that with a buddy of mine or girlfriend is in Florida right now looking at properties for us to go to. Again, if she can't find any, or even if she can, I might just, like carry the rent here, just pay it, just not live here and just live in Atlantic City. Because that's a lot better. Like I said, it would be a lot better upgrade too, because I don't have AC here and I don't have a lot of I can't really poop in the toilet because the toilet the flush isn't too powerful. But over there in Atlantic, I hate Jersey so much. But yeah, I would do that for just a couple months, until me and the girlfriend move in together. Yeah. Choo Choo says Starfire or Big Barda. As far as the NFT, I don't know. As a character, I don't really know who Big Barda is. I know Starfire. Starfire is great. But yeah, as far as the NFT, I don't know which one it would be better. Mo L says, what's your price prediction for Bitcoin? End of the year, it's probably going to be over 100K by the end of the year. Just, again, my opinion. And most of that growth will come, I think, in November. Because October, again, we might have this crypto summer, and it might get a little kick once other companies start announcing that they're going to utilize that as a legal tender for their country. But once that Bitcoin NFT, if it passes, which I think it will, tons of money coming into that. And again, you also have big companies. I think MicroStrategy is the biggest one that has like $3.5 billion worth of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Like people that are going to buy MicroStrategy are not buying it because it's a stock. They're buying it because that's essentially a Bitcoin ETF. Because they're the company that has the most of it. So yeah. Grandmaster Mawal says, why don't casinos hire card counters to win and have them split the winnings with the casino? Instead, they ban them. Well, I mean, you can't really ban card counters because you can if you could prove that they're counting, but it's very, very hard. The only way, again, I never worked with a team. I only worked by myself, and I win in such small amounts, like a couple $100. It's not on their radar. What I do is I find like a $10 table, and I just have money just to say, okay, well, let me get the count. And then when I get a good count going, where it's like +8, plus, whatever, and I start betting, $50, $100, and I, after I recoup some of the losses and I win a couple $100, that doesn't set off their alarms. But the only way you would be able to tell if you were just watching manually is, oh, he changed his betting pattern after so long, and it happened to be when the cat, you'd have to be paying attention to that whole game, and pit bosses just don't have that time. The dealers don't care. The pit boss is the one that might care, but the pit bosses don't have time to look at the count for one specific table, for one specific, they have to watch a bunch of everything else. They have to make sure, oh, change of 100, yep, this is good, yeah. Also, there'd be no reason for counters to split the profits with the casino because they just keep all the profits themselves. But yeah, it's very hard to ban. Card count is actually legal, I think, in AC. I'm not legal in Vegas too. You can go to the board commission as well and check that out. But again, so I saw the movie 21. It was pretty bad. That's not exactly what card counting is like. So just again, in my opinion, that's I don't know how the original MIT team did it, but there were so many mess ups in that movie. I was like, this is garbage. Like this is horrible. Moving on. Crazy Dan 420 says, "Congrats on hitting your goal of 34 million. Oh me, I did it." There is a great future ahead for us all in the metaverse. Also, don't forget to check out Axie Infinity. Trust me, you will be. I'm gonna Google it right now and not check it out right now. I'm just gonna make it so I have so I have the search saved, and then we can. Okay, and then we can go from there. All right, copy. Moving on. Wes says, one whale could put 1 billion into Omi and buy the entire supply. They could. I mean, also, I don't know if they could do that. Because, I mean, if they buy, let's say, just put $1 million into Omi, that's going to make the price go up a lot. And, which, again, $1 million is not even a lot of money compared to the whales that have billions of dollars to throw around. Also, yeah, going to Atlantic City is really humbling because you're around a lot of people that have, like, some FU money, and they're just like, oh, yeah, like, $3,000 on this, like, $2,000, and then they lose it, like, all right, $3,000 on this, like, oh, my God, like, that's, even though it's still, I could lose, like, $10,000, but like, oh, well, that sucks. It's just still, even when I was playing poker, I was like, ooh, $75, oh, I don't know if I can do that, ooh, $20, it's weird, but it's really humbling being around a bunch of people that have so much more money than you. It's like, oh wow, all right, this is okay. I'm nothing yet. But as far as having $1 billion supply or $1 billion to throw into that, I also think I think Gary Vaynerchuk is in Veve as well. I not that he has secret contracts with them or anything. I think he just secretly bought Omi because he knows exactly what it is. He's just not done with his homework yet. He definitely sees what's going on Twitter. He definitely sees, because again, that he's in that NFT space, and he definitely knows of Veve. They are the biggest NFT company. So, you're with the best licenses. So he definitely has done his homework about it. He's probably just not saying it, or he actually does have contracts with Veve, and he's under an NDA and has to make up something. Thank you guys for 15 likes. That means the world. So that is just my opinion as far as Gary Vaynerchuk's train of thought and Gary Vaynerchuk's. Sorry, I watching myself on my phone. As far as that goes, moving on. Ur2 Ari Realty says, bro, play 4 hours of poker Sunday through Thursday, and you get a free hotel room in AC. Well, that would cover one of the nights. That would cover one of the nights. I mean, as far as the free hotels go. But yeah, again, what are the hotel? Hotels. I think usually outside of the weekends are probably what, like a couple $100s. Weekends are a little more expensive. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday probably, but or maybe Friday, Saturday. But the rest of the week it's probably a lot cheaper. So I would really only, even if I have to pay for rooms, even if it's like, $4,000 a month. Okay, for what I get a gym in the hotel room, I assume there's laundry. I assume, food there, and just, and free drinks forever, because you get free drinks while you play. That's fine. Again, 4K for live in a luxurious hotel is fantastic. And on top of that, if I did need money, okay, I could just play poker, and I could just, and I could just play blackjack, and that'd be fine. So again, I do have to talk to the girlfriend about this. We haven't talked yet, but we are. Oh God. Frankie Boy says, so what's the Gary V news? It's really just in the Twitter. I'll read it one more time just for people that have missed it, that were not here when I first opened this up. And he said, Veve seems cool, and the guys behind it are awesome. I just haven't played with it yet, and never talk about things I haven't tried or done deep homework, etc. I have beef with no one. So either that he maybe has been talking about NFTs for months now, and maybe he hasn't looked at the biggest NFT company in the business, or, all right, one of three scenarios. Either that, or he's secretly been buying up a lot of Omi, and he doesn't want to tell anyone because he doesn't want to give away his position because he's not done buying yet. I'm the complete opposite. No, I'm buying this. I plan to buy a lot more. I do plan to buy more Omi. I did get the goal of 34 million. but I wanted the 34 million for when it reaches $3. Now I want some more OMI to have right now, so I could sell let's say a million at 10 cents and then get $100,000. I could sell, let's say a million at 42 cents and get $420,000. At 69 cents, you get $690,000. And we'll comment nice down below for the 69. So I do want to get more. How much more? I don't know. And also, you have to think at some point, well, all your eggs in one basket, probably not the best thing. Even if, okay, well, why did I sell my Tesla? Why did I sell that high risk, why did I sell that prize Pokemon card? Pretty much for Veve, for OMI. So, I mean, if I don't do it now, that's probably just a slap in the face to my former self and the sacrifices I made doing all that. So yeah, again, I'm not going to put another 50 grand into OMI. That's a little much. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do maybe like because I only have a little more than one Bitcoin now, so maybe like maybe get another Bitcoin, so I'd have 2 Bitcoin, and then save like 30 to 50 grand for the Earth 2, for that crypto, and then do another maybe like 20 to 30 of OMI. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Keep you guys posted. DW says, I have now got up to just over 2 million OMI. I want it to buy a house in a couple of years. I'm pretty humble. I don't need to be a millionaire. I just want a house. How long do you think? Okay, well, DW, I have no idea exactly what state you're in. Let's assume you're in New York and you want a house and you get, let's say $500,000. Say you're on Long Island. You can go and, well, if you have 2 million OMI, then it doesn't have to reach $1. That was, again, $2 million. It could reach, let's say 50 cents. 50 cents, and you sell a million of it. And 50 cents, you sell a million, which I think it could get to 50 cents by, let's say, end of 2024. Well, that's a couple years from now, about 3.5 years from now. And you sell it, you get $500,000, and maybe you don't get it because you have to pay some taxes, so maybe $450, whatever, or $400. Okay, great. Now you have a $500,000 house that you have $400,000 of equity into, and you can, you have a super small mortgage payment. Again, that's if you're in New York and you have to pay $500,000 for a house. At least on Long Island. Upstate, you can get it very, very cheap. In the city, it's not cheap at all. In the city, triple that. But or at least in Brooklyn anyway, if you're actually in New York City, oh God, yeah, you don't even want to know. But that's if you want to keep OMI for that. It could go to 25 cents, which I think could happen by probably mid 2023. Going into, because I think it'll be 20 cents by the end of next year, and at that point that'd be about $400,000 for you, if you sold everything. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Again, that's just my opinion. I would just buy what you need and then have a little extra and have it grow. There's no harm in taking off the initial investment or taking some profit, but just just let it run. Again, just my opinion. That's what I would do. That's the same advice I would give my girlfriend. Like, listen, if you want to buy this house cash, if you don't want a mortgage, if you don't want that headache, then do this. Just don't sell the whole thing. Wait a little bit. Take out what you can, and then let the rest ride. Just because then, let's say you want another house. Let's say you want to upgrade. Let's say you want to extend, add another bedroom because you want kids. Not that Danielle wants kids. Me and Danielle do not want kids. We're not kid people. We are animal people. Yeah. Just my opinion. DW says, loving your content. Keep it up. Hey, Dash. Oh, thanks, DW. Todally Awesome says, hey, Randy, once you reach 100 million net worth, are you staying where you are or move to another state? Well, I'll actually be most likely in Florida. Well, yeah, most likely in Florida still, because I don't see it reaching $3 until the end of 2023. Oh, I'm sorry, the end of 2030. 2030. $3 and 2030. End of the decade, not 2 years from now. And at that time, yeah, maybe I'll still be in Florida. I'll be almost 40 years old at that point. So it probably makes sense to me to be down there. But at that time, I want to also hopefully have several plots in Madagascar for the actual, buying wilderness areas and donating them to conservation efforts. So I don't know where I'll be in the world at that time. Maybe I'll be in the place that I buy land. Maybe I'll be, just making sure everything's kosher, everything's good, everything's, fine. Nobody's doing any hunting on there or poaching that they're not supposed to be doing. And, or maybe it's because I'll be in Utah because, Best Friends Animal Society is really one of the best, and they have such a housing boom in Kanab, Utah, that it's really hard to find a place, and the rent is going up super high. So I do want to build a house or two out there for the workers who best right now in society, because they don't get paid a lot, just because in that field you just don't. And I feel like they should have a good place to live without without having to worry about the rent being too high, because they do a lot for those animals. So maybe I'll live there, maybe I'll live here, maybe I'll live in Madagascar, maybe I'll wind up living in Vegas or Atlantic City. I don't know. I can't say where I live. I don't really care where I live, as long as I can go and see friends whenever I want, as long as I spend time with girlfriend, and always have dogs. Pets are really cool, so that'd be really fun. So I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. Yeah. Grandmaster Mawal says, set up a Bitcoin mine with all the outlets in the hotel. It'll pay for itself. That electricity bill would go through the heckin' roof. But yeah, actually, so Air Force story. There was one guy in tech school that was mining Bitcoin in his dorm room, and they supposed the electricity go through. They're like, what the hell are you doing? This was like 2013. Nobody knew what the heck Bitcoin was, and it's like, I'm mining Bitcoin. Like, what the fudge is a Bitcoin? And he's like, oh, it's a bit of and he tries to explain. It's like, I don't even care. Stop doing it. Electricity going through the roof. And yeah, it's pretty heckin' funny. That was good. That was good. Grandma's hotel room. Yes. Dr. Professor Kubinski says, I was thinking that I will buy Omi. Get that bread, Dr. Professor K. Get that bread. But Shiba Inu is just Doge on steroids. Oh, yeah. I mean, again, I don't mess with meme coins. I don't. Again, short term, it could moon. Long term, I don't think any of them have any value. But short term, you could make some money. Short term, a lot of people do make money. I'm just not one of them, because I don't buy anything that I don't really believe in long term. Most times, and that's just so I just won't do that. But again, some people can make money. Some people can and have made money with that. I just don't touch those, because a lot of people have lost a lot of money on those too. The Omi Way says, how was the casino? It was great. It was a lot of fun. It's kind of reminded me that, okay, well, I could live. And I've been talking about this since I was in the military. Since like 2013, 2014. Again, I learned how to count cards when I was younger. I was like, oh, I could live here. I could literally live there if I want, and have it be not much more money than it is now. Or I could offset the cost by just playing, and which I would do for fun anyway, because it's fun. I like the game of playing. I like joking around. Me and we were just Alright, so one hand, I had like trip sixes, and somebody had like a pair of queens. They had top pair, and then they were all in. I put them all in, and then the only card that could help him would be a queen for on the river he would get trip queens. And then Ari Realty is like, here it is, queen on the river. I was like, don't root for him. Don't root for someone against me. And he's just like, we have fun with each other. We have fun with the tables. It's a good time. Every once in a while I get some people that are like super serial, that are just like there was one guy next to me. He was a great sport, but at one point I was down a little bit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go finish. I'm gonna go play slots. But then I kept winning, and the guy's like, you've won the last 3 hands from me. You're not gonna go play slots. I was like, I wanted to. I swear. He was such a good sport about it. He was really chill. I took a lot of money from him. I feel kind of bad. Thank you guys for 20 likes. That means the world to me. I forgot my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Oh god. All right, so I did Chainsmokers. We did. I didn't do anything else yet, right? Just Chainsmokers. All the small things. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. Na 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 na. Sorry guys. Anyway, moving on. Oh god, where am I going? Dr. Professor K says you can stack it to get more, swap it out for the cryptos, swap, and soon you can stack them for NFTs. You have to imagine that each Shiba token is like a dog that is digging stuff out for you. This is huge. If there is some utility with that you can stack it and get more, but again, you're getting more of, what do you get? You might be able to swap it for other cryptos right now because it has perceived value. Again, this is just my opinion. I haven't dug too deep into it. Maybe you can go and stack it and get a lot more, but okay, well, if I get a lot more of something that long-term doesn't have any value, I'm just getting more of nothing, just in my opinion. Maybe the fact that you can get more, and then, okay, the ones that you have, that's your base, and you're getting more, and the more that you get, you can trade that for other crypto, and that's how you can make money. It does seem like a lot of work. I don't have a BlockFi or DeFi whatever, and I don't stake anything. I don't have anything to stake except for really Bitcoin. I think you get like 5%. Oh god, if you can stake on Omi, I'll be such a rich man. Like, it's gonna be insane. Moving on, Grandmaster Wawa says, have you heard of the crypto ATMs? They existed, but only 11,000 exist in the world. I have not. That sounds like a very, very small number. Grandmaster Wawa says, gambling is a great way for the cocky rich and the hustler poor to transfer wealth fairly. Yeah, it is. It's well, honestly, if you're rich and don't know what you're doing, like, yeah, you can go and like, that's like my dream, to sit in like a poker table with like a room full of rich guys, or a table full of rich guys, and they just don't know what the hell they're doing, and just like, mwah. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, all right, guys. So that is it for me. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go to a friend's house, and I'm going to watch Black Widow. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Wes, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. And Dr. Professor K says number 31 crypto is Shiba. So again, Shiba's top 50. It has potential short term. I'm just not getting in. I can't get in. I'm still not done buying Omi. Yeah, all right. I love you guys. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. Meow. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Meow, 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 meow.